Question here is, in a given race, the odds in favor of 4 horses, A, B, C, and D, are 1:3, 1:4, 1:5, 1:6. Obviously, odds in favor of winning, right, are these. Assuming that dead heat is impossible. What do you mean by dead heat? Dead heat means a draw. That means between 2 horses, or between 3 horses, or between all 4 horses, right? Find the chance that one of them wins the race. Now, what do you mean by a dead heat impossible? If I say, if I define the events as A event, I define as horse A wins the race. B is horse B wins the race. C is the event horse C wins the race. And let us define the event D as horse D wins the race, right? So what is given here? Odds in favor of winning. So here, what is the probability of horse A winning the race? The odd is given 1:3, so it will be 1 by 1 plus 3, right? 1 4. What is the probability that horse B wins the race? Odds here, if you see, is 1:4, so 1 by 1 plus 4, 1 5. EC 1:5, so 1 by 1 plus 5, which is equal to 1 by 6. And finally, probability that a horse D wins the race is 1 by 1 plus 6, which is 1 by 7. Okay, now before I proceed, I have already told you the probability of the addition theorem for 2 events, right? Addition theorem for 2 events was PA union B is equal to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. Now there is a addition theorem for 3 events also. Addition theorem for 3 events, A, B, and C. In this case, you have P A union B union C is equal to PA plus PB plus PC minus PA intersection B minus PB intersection C minus PC intersection A plus PA intersection B intersection C. Very much similar to the cardinality theorem for 3 sets, right? Now see, in this case, if A, B, and C are mutually exclusive, if A, B, and C are mutually exclusive, then what happens? They cannot occur together. That means probability of occurrence of A intersection B is 0. That is, A intersection B is an impossible event. Probability of occurrence of B intersection C is 0. Probability of occurrence of C and A together is 0. And the probability of occurrence of all 3 events is 0. Right? So therefore, what do you get? PA union B union C is equal to PA plus PB plus PC. Okay? Which I told you in the beginning only, that for 2 events or 3 events or 4 events or 5 events, any number of events, if the events are mutually exclusive, then you can add their individual probabilities. Okay, so remember this. This is mostly important for your multiple choice questions. Okay, the addition theorem for 3 events mostly, and I'm not saying all. Okay, if the paper is to a a tougher level, you might get an application of this addition theorem also for 3 events. Okay, but mostly you will be applying addition theorem for 2 events. Okay, PA union B is equal to PA plus PB plus PC. Now see here, Coming back to the problem, it is said that dead heat is impossible. Dead heat is impossible means A and B cannot win together, B and C cannot win together, C and D cannot win together, A and D cannot win together, right? So all these are impossible events. Also, any three cannot win together. Uh, or any three of the four horses cannot win together. Any four cannot win together. That means A, B, C, and D are mutually exclusive events. Since
Yes, sir.
a dead heat is impossible, the events A, B, C, and D are mutually exclusive, right? So therefore, um, probability of A union B, union C, union D. You can add up the probabilities, right? Now see the question here. Find the chance that one of them wins the race. What is A union B union C here? A union B union C union D is the event that one of the horses wins the race. Am I right? Or at least one of the horses wins the race. You agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Right? So we have to find P A union B union C union D. So hence required probability is equal to P A union B union C union D is equal to PA plus PB plus PC plus PD. Now put the values. You know all the values of PA, PB, PC, and PD. PA was 1/4, PB was 1/5, PC was 1/6, and PD was 1/7. Take the LCM. LCM will be 420. This will be 105 plus 84 plus 70 plus 60. And this will give you the required probability as 319 by 420. And that's your answer. Okay. Easy problem. We'll move on to the next then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next problem is number 7. Now, number 7, such problems normally are given under MCQs and easier ones are given. Okay, just try to follow as I'm saying. Given here is P A union B. A and B are two events, obviously. Probability of A union B is given to be 0.65. Also, probability of A intersection B is given to you as 0.15. Okay, you need to find PA bar plus PB bar. Okay, now what is PA bar plus PB bar? PA bar is 1 minus PA, PB bar is 1 minus PB. So if you are able to find out probability of A and probability of B, you'll be able to find PA bar plus PB bar, right? So we proceed to find PA and PB first. Okay, so how do you find? From addition theorem, addition theorem links PA union B and PA intersection B. That is why we are using addition theorem. PA union B is equal to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. Put the values here. Okay, PA union B is given to be 0.65. PA you don't know, write it as it is. PB you don't know. Write it as it is. Minus and put the value of PA intersection B. See that you get 0.65 plus 0.15 is equal to PA plus PB. So you're not able to find PA and PB separately. In fact, what you're able to find here is PA plus PB. Even that will do. If you have found PA plus PB, 0.65 plus 0.15, it is going to give you 0.8. Right? Now, okay. And what do you have to find? You have to find PA bar plus PB bar. So hence, PA bar plus PB bar is equal to what? What is the definition of PA bar? 1 minus PA. Plus, what is the definition of PB bar? 1 minus PB.
PB.
Now you open the brackets, you get 1 minus PA plus 1 minus PB. So 1 plus 1 adds up to 2, and you take PA and PB together. Right? And what is the value of PA plus PB we have found above?
0.8.
Is equal to 1.2. Okay, so that's an easy one.
Yes, sir.
We proceed to the next problem here, 7 part 2. Given here is the probability of the event A. PA is equal to 1 by 4. Given here is probability of the event B as half. Also given here is probability of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 8. Okay, you need to find out PA union B. So this is very easy because you know PA, PB, PA intersection B. You can use the addition theorem to find out PA intersection B. So from the addition theorem, PA union B is equal to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. Just put the values and you'll get 1/4 plus half minus 1 by 8. Okay, take the LCM and everything, you'll do get 5 by 8. Okay. That completes the first part. Next, PA union B complement. This is also very easy. Now they have not given a bar. Complement is sometimes also denoted by a dash. Okay, so PA union B complement is equal to 1 minus PA union B. And you know PA union B 5 by 8. Put the value. So is equal to 3 by 8. Okay. So this was an easy one. An oasis in a desert.
Yes.
Number 8. Question is, if A and B be any two events such that PA is equal to PB is equal to 1. What do you mean by PA is equal to PB is equal to 1? Can you tell me? What do you mean by PA is equal to 1? A and B each is a sure event, right?
Yes, sir.
Bound to happen. Okay. You need to show that PA union B and PA intersection B is also equal to 1. Now, if A and B are sure events, so therefore, what is A union B? A union B is also a sure event. A union B is
Yes,
also a
sir.
sure event. Therefore, PA union B must be equal to 1. Also, A intersection B is also a sure event because A and B both are sure events. Therefore, PA intersection B must be equal to 1. Hence, That is done. Hence, PA union B. This is all for your multiple choice. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay. So these are 2-line problems, mostly for multiple choice. I've given 4 such problems. I think 3 of them or 2 of them are multiple choice. The 2 that I have solved. The other 2 may not be multiple choice. They may be a little tricky. Number 9 is actually a out of syllabus question that I have given you. Okay, so please omit number 9. Okay, please omit this question. This we'll do in class 12. I have given to this to you mistakenly. Okay, so we are going to do number 10. Now, this is an interesting question, and this is not an MCQ question, definitely. For any 2 events, A and B, prove that PA less than or equal to PA union B less than or equal to PA plus PB. So to prove PA less than or equal to PA union B less than or equal to PA plus PB. Right? These two. Okay. How do you prove? First of all, what do we know about A and A union B? We know that A must always be a subset of A union B. Right? For any 2 sets A and B, A must be a subset of A union B. Right? Right or
Yes,
wrong?
sir.
Yes. We know.
Yes.
Then if A is a subset of A union B, obviously the number of elements will in A will be not number of elements. The probability of the occurrence of A will be less than or equal to probability of occurrence of A union B. If A is a subset of B, because A will be a smaller set than A union B, right? Call this one.
Yes.
Okay. Now also from addition theorem, what can you say about P A union B from addition theorem is equal to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B, right? So that means
Yes.
you can write PA union B plus PA intersection B is equal to PA plus PB.
Yes, sir.
Right? That means PA plus PB is equal to PA union B plus PA intersection B. Now see, the sum of these 2 quantities is equal to the sum of these 2 quantities. That means if I take these 2 quantities together, take their sum, this must obviously be greater than or equal to PA intersection B, right? If I remove A union B and then I take the sum, that means this sum must always be greater than PA intersection B because I'm removing this one, I'm removing this part, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So now that means now I can write this as PA intersection B. We need to prove A union, right? Okay. I instead of removing intersection, I remove the I write union here because instead of removing this part, I remove this part. I made a mistake here. Okay. But anyway, any part that you remove, the inequality sign will not change. So I remove A intersection B here to get PA plus PB greater than or equal to A union B. Why? Because I have A union B here. That's why. Okay. So I can write PA union B is less than or equal to PA plus PB,
Yes, sir.
right? So now if you combine, if you call this 2, if you combine 1 and 2, will you get the result?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So from 1 you get PA less than or equal to PA union B. And from 2, you get PA union B less than or equal to PA plus D. Okay. So that proves
Yes.
it. Hence proved. So that concludes the part on probability.